All right, we're live. Hey, everybody, welcome to the Wolfpack Podcast, part of the Enlightened Souls Paranormal team. And we have an awesome show today, to say the least. Things could get very interesting during the show. During parts of the show, you may see my camera go off and I may have to exit the podcast for a while, but I'll be back dealing with some stuff here. And we are talking about today Sean and myself and Alex went with this wonderful lady named Lisa and her friend Sherry to the Axe Murder House located outside of Chillicothe, Illinois. And to say the least, there's no internet out there at all, right? None. So I had to use GhostTube and videotape everything. Not tape, but we had to video everything, record everything digitally on my iPhone. I do have those, and we will play those, and we'll go through the different things that we experienced and the evidence that we have on video. But right now, I want to bring in my compadre. He is the world heavyweight champion in his county in MMA. Let's bring him on, Mr. Sean Ellis. Here he is.
Hello, everybody.
All right. So, interesting night the other night.
Yeah, actually, this whole week has been pretty interesting.
Yeah, it actually has. We want to welcome everybody to the show. This is Sean Ellis, and I am Mark Lee. So, we are known as the Wolf Pack, along with Alex. I don't know if Alex is going to jump on. I put the link on the Enlightened Souls thread, hoping he might come on. But that house and the barn were just amazing.
A lot of energy there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let alone while we're trying to investigate, we're trying to get out of the way of the dive-bombing swallows that have nests in there.
Yeah, first we thought they were bats when we walked into the building.
I know. I was like, what are these things dive-bombing at my head, And but we did get some really good evidence with the REM pod went nuts.
Most definitely.
It went crazy. And the intelligent conversations that we had with the spirits, and I say this not jokingly, but literally in the bathroom. Sean had, when he started to go up the stairs to go upstairs, he heard whispering.
Yeah.
And Alex said when he looked down in the basement door, he felt what he considered to be pure evil. So
Yeah, there's definitely something dark down there in around the back half of the area.
so here's the good news. Decade of Decadence, my band, is not playing this weekend at all. So we've got Friday and Saturday to do some stuff.
Oh hell yeah! I
Right?
say
So
I
yeah,
say
yeah,
it's
yeah.
a return.
Yeah, we definitely need to go back there because there are some children spirits that need our help. And we'll get into that as we get into the video and the evidence. But right now, let's bring on one of the most beautiful tour guides I've ever had in the paranormal. Here's Lisa.
Hi.
Hey,
I
Lisa,
was like,
how you
oh
doing, girl?
my. I'm good. And you?
I'm doing good. I'm definitely affected. Let's put it that way.
I told you it was a cool place. It's interesting. It's got a not a cool vibe.
No.
It's got a dark vibe to it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
So,
I definitely would like to find the dark church.
yeah,
well, that'll happen maybe in the fall when all the corn's
right.
cut and yep.
I'm
So I
gonna I'm gonna actually ask a couple buddies of mine that has some side by sides if they happen to be watching. I'm gonna be talking to you this week.
So let's kind of get into things here. Let me scroll up here because I know Lisa sent me some. Well, she sent all of us stuff, but this one's there. Hold on. I want to go to the messenger because that's where she sent it to.
actually found more from my daughter actually digging into this back when we were first investigating it
Oh
10,
yeah,
12 years ago. Yeah. So I found more of what she had sent,
can
and
you can you send those to me over messenger?
I'm trying, but it's not letting me. It doesn't have a little, thing like this that where you click on it and share.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that at the bottom. Oh wait, maybe it's in the middle. Maybe this is it. Reply, or I can forward it. It looks like. Yeah, I can. If this pops up, I can definitely do that. Okay, going to
So
Sean. Going to Mark.
where did you send like those maps? Was that to the
Same here.
Enlightened Souls?
I sent it to Sean.
You
Do you
don't
want me
have
to
them
pull
anymore?
those back up? Yeah, I still have them. They're on my messenger. Yeah, hang on. I can send those both to both of you again.
Yeah, I think you sent them to the Enlightened Souls page.
Oh, well, maybe I did. I thought.
Hold on. I'm looking at Sean's. Um, Sean's got so much on here.
So
No, must have been the Enlightened Souls. Let me look.
I actually sent them to you and the.
Yeah, they're on the Enlightened Souls.
Yeah.
okay.
So I'm bringing up. Bringing up these. I'm going to share this right now with everybody. All right. So this is the first picture that got sent.
Correct.
So explain to everybody what we're looking at here.
So, according to when my daughter did the research on this, there were 5 initial houses, and each house was built on the point of a pentagram, with the church being in the center of it. At the time she did the research in 2010 or 2011, um, 2 of the 5 houses were still standing, and now we're down to 1 house. At least that or maybe it was 3. 2 or 3 of the houses were still standing in 2011,
Mm-hmm.
and now we're down to just the Axe house. The others, through whatever reason, have either collapsed or got tore down. I'm not sure. I know the spooky house was collapsed.
Right. I did not want that to show yet. What are you doing? I hate when computers grow a brain. Bu- 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 bum.
So what she had initially told me about all of this was, um, she went around and she did some research on this. It was built. These houses were built in the late 1800s during the spiritualist enlightenment movement that took place at the turn of the 19th century, or be the 20th century,
Right.
1900s. Um, and there was a family that lived in these that had children that, um, didn't go to school because they were secret children because of the familial bond that created the secret children.
So what you're talking about is there was a lot of incest in the family, and these kids were
Correct.
born from incest.
Correct.
Okay. Which back in those days, if that happened, you were pretty much cursed as far as the family was concerned. You were,
Correct.
yeah. So with that interpretation, I'm only led to believe that these children were treated very poorly.
Correct.
Maybe even physically abused, um,
Sacrificed.
sacrificed. Yep. And that's where the black church is going to come in, I think.
Right.
No, we call it the black. I'm not calling it a black church, folks. I'm not that. No, it's not like that. Can you explain why it's called that, Lisa?
Because they didn't technically worship God. They um
Had their own religion.
they yeah, but they preferred the darker force within the universe. That so the locals called it the black church because it wasn't something that necessarily was good.
So maybe we should, in reference because of racism and all this stuff going on today,
Oh, correct.
maybe we should call it the dark church,
Correct.
right? Okay.
Right. Yeah.
So it's a dark church.
Yeah, it doesn't
And
have anything to do with the color of somebody's skin. It had to do with
so
what they were praying to.
so this looks
Okay.
like a U, like a turnabout here, and it looks like a cemetery back here.
Correct.
So can you tell us about this?
That is part of, I believe, Old Salem Cemetery, which we did not visit the other night.
Right.
That's where that is. So, and that's over south of Lakin.
Okay. Now the reason we didn't go there was because we had heavy thunderstorms, heavy rain. It got pretty
Right.
nasty, right? So, yep. And the next picture we have,
That's the same.
that's
That
the
was me
same.
showing Sean where that cemetery is located.
Okay. And the X's would be where the houses used to be.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Yes, that one is the church where the spooky house was, and the Axmer's house, and where we believe the church is in blue.
Okay. Somewhere in the blue is where the church is. Okay.
Or was.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna download this picture and then I'm gonna open it.
Well, and there's latitude and longitude lines there too, so you can actually open that back through.
So I'm wondering if there's any ley lines in the area.
Maybe.
That might be a possibility of why they built the church the way they did and had the houses the way they were.
Right. It's downloading. Takes time. Now I can zoom in a little bit. It's really pixelated. So if there's going to be any kind of a house, I would think it would the foundation or something would be in here.
For the church, yeah.
Yeah. Looks like a dark spot right out here.
Right. And weird how there's a little road going up through it.
Yes. Yes.
So maybe it's actually sunk too or deteriorated in over time.
Possibly.
It could be. Could be. All right. That's awesome. Nope. That's the end of the pictures.
Um So my daughter went on to say that the secret children were believed to be ancestral children that were raped, tortured, and sacrificed. And
Oh,
this is
Jesus.
from her talking to the locals. So, and she kind of lied and told them she was doing a paper for school,
Mm-hmm.
but really she was just trying to figure out what's up. One of the houses that's no longer there, the one that collapsed in 2013, um, she did say there's a creek that runs through the back line of the property behind the silos. It's the first one I took you to where the house isn't
Mm-hmm.
there anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Um, they're back behind the silos there, or the grain bins. There's a small overgrown cemetery near the creek at the back part of the property, and it's believed by the locals that there are some small stones there, but there are no markings on the stones, just numbers. So, and they believe it was where they probably put the bodies of the children that were
Wow.
dead.
We're definitely going to go there this weekend. Um, if it's one thing that this team does more than anything else is we help children's spirits. And I also know in the picture you're seeing on your screen where the REM pod's showing green, um, in that bathtub, there are some children's spirits that are being held there
Hmm.
by a woman, by a female spirit. And I believe her name is Abigail. She comes across here. Um, but we are going to go back there and we are going to get those children released. And that will happen this weekend also. And like I said, I think we're going to try to get somebody with a Verizon phone
Right.
that can use their phone as a hotspot, so we might be able to get a signal out and actually do a live. So we'll see if we can make that happen.
Right.
Because a lot of times when we're doing our live investigations, our fans that come on and people that come on, they see things through the cameras that our eyes don't see. They might even hear something through the microphones. So, all right. So, I mean, overall, Sean, what did you feel? Um, I know what I felt, but I really want to get your take on what did you feel on what's going on in this bathroom?
It's just like a sad feeling. It's just like it's not massive bad as in the fact of, but it's really super heavy and sad. It's like they wore him down mentality, maybe, and broke him down. Um, it's just like they were,
I wish I could show you what just happened.
it's just a bad, sad feeling.
In front of me, I have my pendulum that I do my pendulum reading, questions and answers. And it just swung by itself, literally. And when you were saying there was a sad feeling, it stopped on always.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Always at that house.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, even upstairs, as far as I could walk, because the stairs are really rickety. And you get up to the top and you can tell the floor, you couldn't walk on it because, I mean, the water was dripping through the floor when we come through the front door.
Yeah. There was a lot of water dripping through the roof and onto the second floor and then down to the living room area. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely not safe to walk up there, but you heard whispering. Like I said, me and Alex walked up there as far as we could, and we could actually hear whispering up in one of those rooms.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Alex was like, dude, this is creepy.
Yeah, he even left the building. I mean, he didn't stay in there with me and you.
No, he went outside. He said it was too much for him, which, that's one thing we are about with our team is safety. And if you don't feel safe, any particular person, by all means, excuse yourself and get outside. All right, so we got some pictures. This ought to be here's the ex murder house. Let me download this and blow it up for everybody. Take a couple seconds here.
This is before the roof got all wonky.
Yeah. So that's the front door. This would be the living room window. The bathroom window is the second window you see kind of over here.
Yeah. And the basement's like right underneath that. The basement entrance
Yeah,
is like right
there's
there
a
at the bottom.
yeah, there's a bit right in here where you see the overgrowth right here. And that's where everybody got a real sick feeling. Actually, I think Alex said when he walked there by the basement entrance door, he said it felt like somebody was trying to push him down there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's when me and him was walking over there. We were actually walking back because Lisa said she felt a bad presence in the backside of the house. So we were walking back there to look into that, and that's when he felt that.
Right. So this is what the actual house looks like, folks. At night, of course, it's a little eerier. Now, this porch right here is actually caved in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
This roof overhang is kind of drooped down a little bit.
I don't know if we had any pictures of the barn, but as we were all standing outside, we could actually see a light coming from the barn. And me and you walked in there. We couldn't find out anywhere where a light was coming from.
Right. So I guess we'll watch this video and I'll stop it. I'll pause it when we get to some evidence parts, and we'll kind of go over what was going on. And yes, folks, you're going to hear my spirit bell. And this is the new bell that I bought in Galesburg. And what's the name of the shop, Sean?
Inner Wisdom.
Inner Wisdom. What a shop. If you need anything, go there. As far as stones, crystals, things of that nature. But I got this.
Leanne will set you up.
Yep, Leanne will set you up with any crystals and things you need. Inner Wisdom over in Galesburg, Illinois. So anyway, I'm ringing this bell, and these spirits are telling me, stop it. Stop that. You know, they don't like the ringing, the sound of this bell, which is exactly why I bought it. Because this is the one bell that she had that was setting off spirits and people. People are like, would you quit ringing that? Yeah,
it's aggravating.
So I knew when people and spirits are both telling me to stop it, this is the device I want. Just for particular reasons. Oh, hey, wait a minute. Who's this? What?
Lori.
What we got a supermodel coming in here? Here's Lori Bragg.
Oh yeah.
Hey Lori, how you doing, girl?
I'm doing good.
You got a margarita for me?
I done drink it.
Well, anyway,
No more margaritas.
let's watch this video, and we'll stop when we get some evidence. So this spirit just told me I'm in the corner. Now what corner, I don't know, but you're gonna see I'm gonna walk over to the corner ringing the shit out of this bell. There you go. So that's the response I got from ringing the bell. Oh, look, here comes another one. Here's Pam.
You're my sidekick.
How you girls doing? So,
What's up, Buttercup?
So what you're seeing here is the spirit said, I'm in the corner. And then when I start ringing that bell, it came across and says satanic. Right? And you can hear the ghost tube picking up an anomaly. I'm going to walk over by the stairs that Sean walked up.
You can probably hear these a little better on our Facebook page because I think they came through better.
Yeah, so it says knock. And right when it says knock, you can hear a knock on the door. So one of the doors or a wall or something.
Yeah.
And that's when the REM pod, yeah, and that's when the REM pod goes crazy. So now we have a spirit telling me his name, Jonathan. I believe this is one of the children that are trapped there. Then Jonathan tells me I can't leave. He's trapped there.
Yeah, it said that more than once.
Yeah, it's going to come across, and yeah, it'll come and say, I think it says I'm stuck.
And there is no power in this house of any type.
So Jonathan sees that we have a recorder. He says, hey, you've got a recorder. This is very intelligent.
Yeah, do you want to play?
Yeah, which is something a child would say, right? Hey, do you want to play?
Mm-hmm.
Because these spirits probably haven't seen human beings in a long time. How often do people go out there, Lisa?
I don't think anybody other than me and a few family and close friends know about it.
That's what I mean. So these spirits they're seeing us and like, hey, we can interact with these people, right? These kids are like, we can interact with them. There you go. I'm stuck. I can't leave. I'm stuck.
You hear me, Sam?
Now Jonathan's actually asking me, can you help me? These children want to cross over. They want to go, and they can't because they're being held there by a female spirit. I believe her name is Abigail. She comes across here pretty soon, and she'll give me her name. Now it tells us bedroom, which is upstairs.
Yep.
The bedroom would be upstairs, and that's where when Sean and Alex were going up the stairs, they heard whispering. And they had a very, what would you say, Sean? What was the feeling when you started hearing the whispering?
It's just like they were hiding in the corner, like there's something here. They're trying to hide.
Yeah, they're trying to hide from something. Do you think it's Abigail?
Probably. Like I said, they're even the spirit. When I asked him, there's another spirit there as well. When I asked him his name, they refused to even mention it. They won't even speak. They just keep going in riddles.
Right. So can you elaborate just a little bit with everybody about what you and Alex were experiencing when you were up there?
The rooms were like dilapidated, as you can see the pictures, what we got right there, and it's just a sad feeling. I mean, it's like they're excited, but they're sad. It's like they don't want to be there anymore. And I guess that would be the best explanation for it is, there's so much sadness and kind of a heavy feeling there. I think you experienced that, Lori, when we were outside, because you kept saying you get that heavy feeling out there.
I would think, though, that whatever's in that basement or on the backside of that house somewhere, I don't think it's sad. I think it's angry.
Yeah. I mean, every time I do, like I said, when we were standing out there and we were trying to get an answer from it, it would not say anything. It would just get quiet.
But it's a malicious quiet. It's not a good quiet.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we'll have to take some stuff where we can go down, because the basement, you can't get down there because the stairs are dilapidated and gone. And then you want to be really careful if and when we do go on, because the house is deteriorated pretty good.
Yeah, there was also a feeling out in the barn when we went out there too.
Yeah.
And the feeling I got out there was I had a feeling of like animals being killed.
Hmm.
Um,
Well, and Alex kept saying he kept hearing the horse.
yes, yeah. I mean, a couple times. I'm hoping when we get to the outside, like I've got one of you, Lisa, talking about the house and the barn. I'm hoping the microphone picked that up because you can hear like a horse go.
Hopefully, it
That's
didn't pick up the
that
goat.
that yeah. Your phone that scared the living crap out of me, man. I was
My
like, what?
my notification ringtone is a goat, so bad.
So we're standing out there talking about stuff, and all of a sudden you just. And I'm
You're
like,
like
what the
looking
hell
around.
was that?
Yeah.
Lisa goes, it's my phone. Sorry. Yeah, we'll get back into the video right now.
Hmm.
Okay, now they're asking, why is she here?
Hmm.
Now, there were two females there, you, Lisa, and Sherry, which was your
Mhm.
friend, our friend too.
Yeah, they
Sherry's
don't
an
like
awesome
me.
friend. And yeah, I'm taking it this is directed towards you,
Correct.
right?
Right.
And I think this is Abigail talking. This isn't the children, okay? Okay, so now we have come here and another child named Keith.
Mhm.
Now, what's going to happen next is not something I normally do, but there's children involved, and Sean knows how I get when children are involved. I will lay myself out, right? So here we are. Please stop ringing the bell, right? Stop ringing that bell. And now I get the name Abigail. We have a lot of spirits in here, and she says, agreed.
Mhm.
Now, at this point in time, I'm starting to feel a lot of sorrow, a lot of sadness, and I'm actually starting to feel like I'm being threatened. So my intuition goes into high gear. I'm like, okay, something here doesn't like me being in here, right? And then you're going to see who comes to my rescue. Now notice how everything got so quiet. As soon as Abigail mentioned herself, the REM pod's going crazy, but the kids are not even talking to us at this point.
Yeah.
And okay, we got to go way ahead.
Can you help me?
Yeah. Okay, this is about where we were. No, for some reason the movie went to the back. It went clear to the beginning. Okay, we're still on. And this is where you hear silence. There's no children talking. Okay, that's the end of that particular movie. We're going to scroll to the next one. Hello. Got too many things up here. All right, that's a replay. So I'm going to go into this one I did. This is using a thermal filter. So see, this is where Abigail, she thinks that she's like a god. And she's telling me I need to kneel. And I tell her I only kneel before God. And it says, look. Now, what I want you to pay attention to, and I've watched this about 4 times, she says, look. And you're going to see a black object fall over on this side of the screen, and I do not know what it is.
Oh, I'd never seen that before.
I caught that just like a half hour before we went on, and I'm going to play that again.
I don't remember anything falling.
And
That's kind of interesting.
I can't stop it fast enough.
Is this a heat signature camera or heat signature?
Yeah. This is thermal. This is a thermal filter. So anything hot will be red, right? Anything cold will show up as blue. So I don't know what would be black.
I don't know. It's crazy that there's that much heat in that bathtub, though.
Mm-hmm.
So I start saying a prayer, the Lord's Prayer. And it came on and said, church. That is intelligence. That is the Spirit showing me that they used to say that in church.
Mm-hmm.
So there is Ralph. And then someone says, can you hear him?
Mm-hmm.
I think these are the children talking to each other.
Yeah.
Bam! There's my protector, my daughter. She shows up.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt her next to me. And again, the children are saying, him.
Well, like we've all been saying, there's definitely something darker that lies beneath that house and in the back area of it.
Okay, now we have a spirit saying hello. I don't know who it is. I know it's not Amanda because when she says hello, it always comes across and says, hello, Daddy. So I don't know who was saying hello at this point. I don't know if it's one of the kids, if it's Abigail. I don't know who was saying hello, but somebody said hello. So now something's telling us we are in danger. I think this is Abigail's first attempt to scare us off, if you will. So I'm telling them that the angels are with us, the archangels are with us. and it comes across and says, "What do you mean?" Now we have a name, Cynthia. I think this is another child.
Sorry.
Mm. That damn goat.
Yeah.
Did you guys try a EVP session at that same spot?
No, we did not do an EVP. We're going to do that this weekend. We're going back.
Yeah.
So and the energy, that's why I focused on this bathtub, is because the energy that I felt coming off this bathtub was so sad. It was like I feel like somebody died in this bathtub. And I think it was the kids. Now this spirit is saying, have we met?
Is this one of the filters that are on that app?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, there's many filters on GhostTube.
Right. That's why I was asking if it made it red.
So anything red
it
is
is an app.
showing heat. Yeah, anything red is showing heat. You see the blues in here. This is showing cold.
Right, but what I'm saying is if that's a filter on the ghost tube,
Mm-hmm.
Because some of those filters will, make it red. That's why I'm saying this weekend maybe you should try just regular instead of a filter.
This would be the same as if I had a thermal camera.
SLS, yeah.
Yeah, no, not SLS, just a thermal
But
camera.
just a thermal.
Yeah, like what safety companies, like my safety company.
Right.
There are companies that specialize in thermal imaging for, like, they'll go up to a breaker panel and they'll scan it and see if there's any hot spots that might start fires and stuff.
Right.
It would be the same thing. Yeah.
Like that camera that lady had that
Yeah.
was doing our case that I seen Eddie in.
Mhm.
Right. It's a thermal camera.
It was like
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Yep. Now, when Sean or myself, when we put spirits into a tiger's eye, then I use a different filter. I use a negative filter, and you can see the faces. And we'll get into that here in a little bit, because we didn't do that this weekend. But
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I wonder what it would look like if you didn't have a filter on the app.
oh, right before you came on, we had about, I don't know, 5 minutes of video without a filter.
Oh, okay.
So, and there's one after this that's without the filter. So you
Okay.
get to see that. Yep.
So, hey, Mark. Oh, sorry. Go
Yep.
ahead.
Go ahead, Lisa.
So one of the things Michaela said was Dana, which was the girl that she spoke to regarding these houses. She said Dana did say that while she was in there, she sensed blood and someone getting killed in the bathroom or being put into the bathtub after being dragged bloody and hurt up the stairs.
Okay,
I don't know
so what we can do is, I'm going to see if Tim is able to come on.
Yeah, because we can probably, if he's got luminol, we could definitely go through there and with luminol.
She said another older lady that she spoke with flat out said that house is evil and everybody knows it and the house is cursed, told me to stay away from it. Not me personally, but my child.
Yeah.
Girl child.
So what I was saying about the EVP is this weekend when you go back, I wonder if you'll get the same names. You know what I mean on a recording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
I plan on setting my Zoom H6 in there, that little portable recording studio.
Yeah.
I plan on putting it in that bathroom.
And you know what else you might do is leave it in there and, you know, everybody go outside with no one in there as a second, something different. You know what I mean?
Trying to call Tim.
Let's get ready to say.
It's 7:46. He might be in bed already.
He's Geritol.
That man he goes to bed so early. Nah, he's not answering. What was that? Oh. All right, so we'll continue. It's about done. So that's the end of that movie. Go to the next one right here. Here we go. So I didn't know whether the children were touching this, trying to get energy, or there's a possibility that it was Abigail trying to get more energy.
Yeah.
There was no electricity there, so I was not allowed. There's no way I could use Sparky, right? And nor would I want to.
Yeah, I don't think we'd really put Sparky in that situation there.
No.
Whatever,
I mean, it's just amazing how every light on that is going off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, every single color.
And when you see the green light and the red light flashing, you'll hear it go. Brrrr-da, brrrr-da. When you hear that, it's fully grabbing the antenna.
Right.
It's making complete contact with it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And this is the house that's in the center, right?
No, this is an outside.
No.
Oh, okay.
All the houses were on the outside, and the dark church is sitting directly in the center.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We think the dark churches fell in, and all we're probably going to find there now is maybe some of the foundation, maybe. You know, the farmers have probably tried to plow it over or whatever, take it out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll keep watching. Now it's fully grabbing it.
Yeah, it wouldn't let go. It just kept hanging on to it there for a period of time.
Yeah, and I was going to say, I doubt that they, when they tore it down, that they moved the stuff away, because in a lot of cases like that, they just buried the stuff where it was at. So that could be too.
I'm resetting it. And I set it to a lower sensitivity. Yeah, I set it to a lower sensitivity. Now you'll see somebody has written on this mirror, love equals death.
Yeah, somebody's been out there.
Yeah. And I think
Before.
there's been some kids out there, and they've done, because you'll see where the spirits tell us rituals and things like that. That's the kitchen area. It's all demolished.
Was it safe to walk through the whole thing?
No.
I
You
didn't
No.
think
can't
so.
walk upstairs. You can't walk upstairs. The floor is just rotted.
Yeah.
So now a spirit has told me hand.
What is on that window? It looks like a weird spider silhouette.
Yeah, it's a really
probably
weird, just
it's
wood
a-
grain. Yeah.
yeah,
It's
it's
a
just a
what, Ray?
reflection. It's a reflection, I think.
Gotcha.
Well, there's no glass. It's just.
Oh, it's just a piece of wood. Okay,
Yeah,
never
it's
mind.
just-
Oh, well, that.
Yeah.
I just now seen
I
that.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, but I see a face.
So see, this is really getting there. It says toy. Yes, you're playing with my toy. Then all of a sudden it's going to focus and says under. So now the spirit is trying to focus us to the basement.
Mhm.
And that's where Alex picked up what he picked up.
And I have the spirit box on my phone, and it said beneath, I don't know, 2 or 3 times while we were standing outside.
Yep.
Mhm. And there's another thing you might do is if you put a second camera on that mirror and if you just leave it in there and see if it captures anything, when
Right.
you're doing, you know what I mean?
Yep.
That's
Oh,
possible.
we're gonna put some cameras. I've ordered the 10 camera surveillance system with everything. But like I said, going out there with that something like that, I would have to bring a generator because there's no
Yeah.
electricity here.
Yeah, but
You know?
I mean, you could set your regular camera up there.
Yeah, our battery
To
operated
record.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have a power inverter where you can plug it into, the cigarette lighter and then
Yep.
plug a regular like plug-in kind of thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or you
Yep.
could run it on an extension cord. I'll look around and see if I still have that.
All right, that'd be awesome. Back to the. Okay, this is where Alex and they've come downstairs and they were talking about the whispering going on upstairs. Alex and Sean came down.
So this is the basement? No, it's not.
No, this
Okay,
is
Still
first
the main.
level.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's still the main floor. All right.
But what I've come to notice is the spirits aren't reacting with me unless I'm ringing my bell.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I did. I just went back and I grabbed that bell again.
I gotta admit, that thing's got the most annoying after sound.
Yep. That's why I love it. So I'm back by the back porch. And this is how old this house is. If you all can see this, this is a Tandy Radio Shack phone plug.
Mhm.
And I know that because I worked at Radio Shack. I used to sell them. But something's telling me that I'm close. Now this is the children talking. They're sad. And as you can see the floor out here, there's no way I'd walk out here.
Yeah, it's gone.
And they were dive bombing us. They were dive bombing us all night long. About 6
yeah.
swallows flying around. They would dive bomb your head. Made it interesting. So now this spirit's telling me I'm hurting. And I believe this is one of the children.
It makes me wonder if we're going to get some of the same names. And is there still 3 houses standing, Lisa?
No, I believe there's one, maybe 2.
But 3 altogether, right?
Well, there were 3, but then the spooky house caved in.
Okay. So that's
And
only
then
leaving
the
2
other
left
house that
standing.
was on, I'm sorry.
So that's only leaving 2 houses that are actually standing still.
Well, the only one that I know of is this one, and there's supposedly one on the top point
Mm-hmm.
that would been, I don't know my directions out there. What to me would feel like west, but it might have actually been north. From the axe house, there used to
Right.
be another one straight away from it. On that road that we took to get there.
Right.
There's a road that goes to the left off of it, and there was another house down there. I don't know if that one's still standing. I haven't been there for a long time.
Makes me wonder if we'll get maybe some of the same names from the other place.
But the spooky house, the one that fell in, that caved in, that's the one that Michaela said had the cemetery out back on the backside of the creek that were just no names on the grave, just numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, what?
So my daughter, when she was doing the research on this, that was when she said the spooky house that fell in, it fell in somewhere between July 18th after midnight, July 19th before 11 p.m. because I was out there on the 18th. And 19th, it wasn't there anymore. Whole thing caved in. That was in 2013.
What I'm interested in, you said something about the tombstones didn't have names, just numbers.
They don't have names; they just have numbers on them.
Oh my God.
Well, and a lot of times, like orphanages and state hospitals.
What I'm getting at, Sean, is Bartonville.
Mm-hmm.
The Pollock Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
3 out of the 4 cemeteries have just numbers.
Right.
And unless you have the book, you don't know who that
You don't know what number.
person
Yeah.
was. It was their
Right.
patient number.
Well, let's see if I can find what she said verbatim. There is a small overgrown cemetery near the creek at the back of the property. There are small stones, but there are no markings on the stones, just numbers on the stones.
Yeah, so that means they were patients.
They could have been patients. I mean, because when people would drop their kids off because they was born different or what have you, they never came back for them.
Right.
So their
Or
families
what-
didn't care.
Or what if this dark church was some kind of a cult, and instead of using names, they assigned everybody a number?
Perhaps.
Yeah, but see, the numbers would cover up what they were actually doing.
Yeah.
Correct.
I mean, it could have been I don't know if this is so or not, but is it possible that any of these homes were where they kept mental institutionalized people, or you know what I'm saying? Is there any record of anything like that?
No.
And there may not be.
The
She
only
did-
thing that
Go ahead.
Lisa told me was from someone that she knows doing research. Some of the children, and I believe this is the children that we're speaking to in the bathtub, were actually born due to incest. And they
Yeah.
were tortured, beaten, and sacrificed. Sean, this has got the makings of where this could almost top the Galesburg house.
Mm-hmm. No stuff.
I wish the spooky house was still standing because it was twice as creepy as the Axe house. Because you'd go in there one night and it'd be having Humpty Dumpty wallpaper in the upstairs bedroom, and you go in there the next night and the whole thing's painted black. You go back a month later, we're back to Humpty Dumpty. It's craziest
What?
crap ever.
Really?
Yeah, that was the spooky house. Yeah, for real. Not even joking.
I wonder if
Wow.
you're talking. This house was shifting between parallel universes or something.
I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know, but I didn't go in that house. I didn't like that house. And the few times I did go in it, something bad would always happen. So I quit going in. For instance, the last time I was in there, there wasn't a house there the next day when we went back. So
well, that's probably where the darker stuff comes from or comes in. You know what I mean?
Right.
It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to go there and do an EVP.
That's what I'm saying is just go to where that house was at and do an EVP there. I mean, in total silence, nothing but the recorder.
Right. Well, this Friday night and this Saturday night, we can actually go mid-afternoon. You know what I mean? If you're available, Lisa.
Oh, sure.
Well,
I get off at 4, but yeah.
Right. Well, what I'm saying is instead of starting at 9:00 like we did the other night,
Right.
which I thought was really freaking weird, was the GPS took us completely away from this whole area.
Yeah.
To begin with, Sean and I were like, Sean, me, and Axe are all in one car, and this thing was taking us like 20, 30 miles out of our way.
Yeah.
Well, see if
Something
it
did
does it
happen.
again. See if it does it again.
Dunlap
You
to
should,
Chili
if you
is
have more
expensive.
than one car, have both cars on GPS and see if they both get that.
I mean, like, from my house to Lisa's house
Yeah,
should be no more than a 20-minute drive.
right.
If that. Dunlap's
If
not that
that.
far.
No.
It took us clear out and around the bridge and everything else.
Yeah, it took us clear across the Illinois River over by
Spring Bay.
Spring Bay. Yeah,
Wow.
completely like the wrong direction.
Yeah.
I think you're right, Moose.
Well, I guess I'm going to prepare for the weekend then.
I'm wide
Get
open.
your camping gear out, boys.
I'm gonna prepare for war because I have a feeling Abigail's not going to give these children up lightly.
I think there's a Virginia there too.
There could be.
I got that
Yeah.
name twice.
I'm actually thinking Virginia. This is what I felt when I was there. When you said Virginia, I was directed straight to the basement.
That may be.
Yeah, very
But
possible.
that'd be out there where I was standing by that
Mhm.
area. And I got it twice.
So does anybody own this property or what?
Probably, but I wouldn't know who to even talk to about it.
I
I'd have to
mean,
go up and look at a plat book.
you guys can go out there without anybody knowing and it's okay?
Pretty
Yeah.
Wow,
Yep.
We've been doing it for about 20 years now.
that is
As long as we
cool.
don't take anything or vandalize anything, nobody seems to mind.
Right.
No.
It
I
seems
wouldn't
like
want to take
everything.
anything from there.
Seems like everything that's there has been abandoned.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Even farm equipment's out there is just dilapidated
Yeah.
and eroded.
And I'll be right back, y'all.
Yeah, I mean, even if somebody was doing a EVP at the spooky house spot and somebody else was at one of the houses and doing the EVP at the same time, I wonder if you'd get the same answer.
I don't know.
Be
You know what I
interesting.
mean? By using your phone or whatever, and have it on speaker and just have it answer from both spots. And I wonder if you'll get the same answer from both spots.
Maybe.
And like I said, if we can find out where the the darkened church is, that'd be interesting to do one there to see what we come up with, since we come up with satanic and ritual
Right.
in this house.
Be cool to get you boys over to Old Salem too, especially with those graves collapsing the way they are, or whatever it looks like.
Oh yeah. Looked like some of the coffins were actually kind of sticking out, wasn't they?
Right.
What?
Oh yeah.
Goodness.
There's some creepy places over here.
Well,
Seems like Chillicothe and Galesburg are becoming quite the hot spots here lately.
Maybe one of these times I can come over your way, and we can go over to Dallas City to see if that high school is still standing. The one that Mark saw somebody in the
Yep.
turret window, and then the
Mhm.
other window.
Yep.
And there's all kinds of Blackfoot Indian burial grounds all around there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that sounds like Enlightened Souls is going to be pretty busy here in the near future.
yeah.
Get Corey
Mhm.
involved. It's in his home area. It's around Nyota, Dallas City.
Yep.
Well, it
So-
seems like we've been quite busy the last week or so. So
Well,
Something's shifting.
well, don't forget that the new full moon is tomorrow, guys.
Cool.
So
mhm.
all weekend, that's probably why things are like messed up since for the last 7 days or so.
Right. I mean, ever since we got back from Indiana with you guys, it seems to be picking up.
Yeah.
I mean, we had 2 investigations last week.
Yeah, I had a message from her. I sent her a message from the bell, and she must have went on the live and picked up Mandy's video from the clock, and she wanted to know if we could send her a video. She said that clock belonged to her grandmother.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And so she brought that to the Bell House. And that's why she's wanting to see a video of it. She wanted us to send her a video. So
And that's the one. And that's the one we seen ticking, right?
yeah.
We heard ticking, but nothing was
Yeah.
moving.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, even though there's mechanisms, or even if the clock was broke and it had good batteries, you're still going to hear that moving, correct? Or not?
There wasn't batteries. It's a wind up.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. Never mind. No.
Yeah, it's a wind clock.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, yeah, she wants us to send her a video.
Okay.
All she's seen, I'm sorry, she did not see a video. She's seen a picture.
Mm.
It might have been Mark, I don't know. Did you send her a picture of the clock when she was asking where it was at?
Yeah, I did. I think I did forward her a picture. Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's where she got the picture at. But, yeah, where you guys are going this weekend, there's so many different things that you guys could do while you're there. And it is outside, so that'd make it even cooler.
Oh yeah,
You
that's the
know,
first time I got attacked by bugs out there. I was getting I was actually getting eaten for the first time in a long time. They normally don't even bother me, but man, I was getting eaten up. Lisa got some stuff, and I took care of that.
yeah.
Denso Soft by Avon.
There you go. Hey, let me tell you, that works for um, dogs itching. You can use that on them too.
Yeah, we used to use it on our horses for biting flies.
Yeah,
Hmm.
great stuff.
I'll have to remember that.
Yeah,
Guardian's got some dry skin.
yeah. If he starts itching, you need to use some of that.
Yep.
Works great. But
No,
hey,
it's good.
I
Yeah.
think what you guys got on these videos is pretty darn awesome.
Well, here's another video, and we'll start this one. So now the spirit's telling me I'm watching you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I believe this is Abigail. That's not something a child would say.
Well, but you don't know though, because a child might say that if they were in dark stuff, because if they were raised with dark stuff, they're dark too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Now it says, let me show you.
That was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
That's when he told us to manifest us. We wanted to see it, and they never did.
Yeah. And
Can
there's
you
some
show me a
text-
shot? Can you show a shot of that shadow that was by the tub again? Or
shadow?
what the dark figure, whatever that was?
Oh, the one, yeah, hold on.
Yeah, because I lost Wi-Fi and I missed it.
But this gets real here in a minute.
Okay, yeah, I just want for when you're done.
Rituals.
Yep.
Yep.
Hmm.
I wonder why you can't hear it as well as we did when we put them on regular.
Now it's going to get real. It's telling me to come inside the bathtub.
Apologizing. What that said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right now I'm handing the camera, my iPhone, to Sean.
I was gonna say he ought to get in there.
Well, you know me, I'm gonna, right?
And it says karma right there.
Yeah, it says karma. It says you're going to experience karma.
It says look up.
So when it says look up, I'm looking inside of the cupboards for anything, and I'm looking up to the ceiling. So at that point, I felt two hands, one on each shoulder, trying to pull me backwards.
Really?
I saw
Yeah,
that.
watch. I'm here. I'll go forward a little bit. I want you to watch my body, watch my
Yeah.
shoulder area. Look, literally, I'm getting pulled backwards. And then as soon as it pulled on my shoulders, the REM pod activated again.
Something tells me they were drowned in that tub.
And then it comes up and says Canada.
Canada.
Canada. I can't make heads or tails out of that.
Yeah.
Well, child trafficking.
Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Hey, Mark, remember the book we found in the Galesburg house? Wasn't that from Canada? You remember that book, Mark?
Now, you've noticed that Sean has asked me 3 or 4 questions and I did not answer any of them. That's because I did not hear him asking me any questions.
Really?
Yes. Something was blocking him communicating to me. Because, Sean, every time you ask me something, I'll answer you, right?
Right.
I didn't hear you at all ask any questions. And that's why when I watched this, I'm like, what the hell? I didn't hear him say that. It was pretty creepy.
Wow.
So not sure that this is relevant, but I wanted to see what Canada had to do with any of this.
Uh-huh.
So I kind of Googled spiritualist books from 1900s in Canada. And this one comes back that was Mary Melville, The Psychic, a critical edition, Canadian cultural artifact, popular with the first wave of feminism and spiritualism. I don't know if that means anything, but maybe they had a book by her or something.
Maybe.
Well, I'm thinking, wasn't that book we found in the Galesburg house, didn't that come from Canada?
I don't know if it came from Canada, but I know it was published in New York. I do remember that. Or no. Sorry. Published in Chicago.
That's right. It was Chicago.
It's published in Chicago, but I don't know whether it came through Canada. I don't know whether the kids were being sent there or, I don't know what was going on.
Or maybe, yeah.
All I know is what was really weird is on the Ovilus app, the children told us rapist, and then they came across and said murderer.
Yeah, and kill.
Huh?
And kill.
Yeah. And killed. Yeah.
We heard that over your ear set too.
So that could be them telling you something about where this person may have come from.
Maybe.
And maybe he was wanted for murder over there. I mean, it could be 100 things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Sean Tim did notify me that he is not going to be able to go with us this weekend. It's his birthday, and he has told me I can go to his house maybe Wednesday or Thursday, and pick up the black light and the luminol.
Okay.
So we'll
That's
have it
cool.
for Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
Right.
And I would also use that at the where that other house was at, the whatever it's called, the ghost house or whatever.
Spooky house. My
Spooky
kids
house.
differentiated them that way. One was a spooky house and the other was the axe house.
Okay.
And by kids, I mean they were young enough where they weren't jaded
Yeah.
when they named them these things.
All right, so we'll keep watching here. Now, at this point, I want you to pay attention. I'm going to go back a little bit. I want you to listen to the bell. All of a sudden, the bell is not putting out one tone. It's putting out three.
I don't know if you can hear
Like,
it though, Mark.
it's like when we were going, it was like all of a sudden I'm ringing three different pitch bells. And you'll hear me ask Sean, did you hear that?
No.
Did y'all hear that? There's three different tones. Do, do, do.
I'm not hearing the sound off that
Yeah, I
video.
don't either.
Oh my God, I wish y'all could hear this.
I remember it happening though.
And it's still doing it. Now, this is right after I ask Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael, and Archangel Metatron to come and help these children. Right after I ask that question, then all of a sudden this bell starts making three tones. I was blown away. And now the Spirit said, I said no. That's Abigail. Like she's telling the children, I said no. You know, she's telling those children no.
Yeah, I don't know why, but we're not hearing sound off the clips, Mark, like we do when they've been downloaded.
I don't know. Let me see. Put this up here. Give me a sec. I'm gonna go see I'm in my recording studio. This is great because I've got all kinds of adapter cords. I'm gonna see if I have an 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch, and I'll plug into my Scarlett over here.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
I found something interesting. It's just kind of ironic interesting, though. So I kind of Googled Enlightenment Church near Sparland, Illinois, because we were between Chile and Sparland,
Right.
just to see if anything would come back historical-wise.
Mhm.
And one of the first ones that popped up that said, we are the white church on the prairie.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's Presbyterian church. We're Bible-based Eco-Presbyterian, but it says, and they've got it in quotes, we are the white church on the prairie. As opposed to the black church.
Right.
Which is what the locals called that. I just thought it was ironic. It's like
That is crazy.
Typed was Enlightenment Church near Sparland, Illinois, and like 1, 2, 3, fourth one down says, we are the white church on the prairie.
That's crazy.
And that'd be out there in no man's land.
Outside of Sparland, but yeah. This one says white church.
Okay.
When was that put on there, Lisa?
Does
it say?
I don't know, but it's got a website, so it can't be all that long ago.
Is it possible they
Updated.
moved?
No, updated December 2022.
Hmm.
The website was updated 2022.
Maybe we
I
need to
just,
look.
yeah, maybe you need to visit that too.
Right.
So let me
Maybe
know
they
if you
got.
can. Let me know if you
Go
can hear
ahead.
the video now.
No,
No.
Mm-mm.
You're not hearing it?
Uh-uh.
no.
No. I hear clicking.
That's
That's
my
not-
on my phone. That's my phone.
Oh.
That's somebody else.
Sorry.
Sorry.
But the video's also not going.
Yeah, he
No,
stopped it.
I stopped it.
Gotcha.
I'll have to do some rewiring and reconfiguring on my computer system here. So whatever I play on the computer, you guys can also hear.
Well, we can always replay it the next time when we after we've been back.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure what we're gonna have. Well, I think they drowned more than one. I think all these kids were drowned in this bathtub.
Mhm.
I mean, when I was kneeling down there, I can't even express the amount of sorrow and sadness. And I mean, I actually almost wanted to cry. It was that bad. And I think that what I was feeling was the emotions from these kids, you know, and I felt a little bit of fear at the same time because I think they're afraid of whatever's holding them there.
Well, I know one thing. When we got to the location after we left there and we went to where we went, and I took the selenite and I cut off any attachments to you and Alex.
Right.
Lisa, did you feel anything abnormal after the fact? Because
No, but I didn't go in either, not really. And
right.
I don't. So
I mean, even Mark on the way to where we were going to, what was it called? Moon.
Moon Tower.
Yeah. When we went to the Moon Tower, Mark on the way there was just kind of acting a little strange on the way there.
Stranger than normal.
Yeah. So not your normal self.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And even Alex was like kind of freaking out still a little bit.
Hey, Mark, I got something for you.
All right.
So I was telling these guys while you were looking for a cable, I Googled Enlightenment Church near Sparland, Illinois, because we were between Chillicothe and Sparland.
Right.
And the fourth listing down comes back as the Church on the Prairie, but it says we are a Bible-based eco-Presbyterian church located out on a county road. And it says we are, and then quote unquote, the white church on the prairie.
Hmm.
And what did I tell you they called the other church?
The black church.
Yeah.
Correct. I just thought that was interesting.
So what they're referring to then is light
And
versus
dark.
Yeah.
Not skin color, nothing like that.
No.
No.
Just good versus evil, I think.
Yeah. But
It makes me wonder. Makes me wonder if that white church is anywhere in a direction off from that black, or the, I should say, the dark church was.
Let me look on Google Maps.
To see, while I'm ringing that bell, this spirit is saying, I said no. It's telling me to stop.
Like I said, I can understand why that bell is annoying as hell. It's got the strangest ear-piercing sound at the end of it.
Yeah. So now I step out of the bathtub And the spirit comes up and says, more. It did not want me to get out of the bathtub.
So Lisa, did you go in there or not? Did
I
you
went
go
to
in?
the front steps. I don't go in that house.
Okay.
I haven't ever in my life been inside that house.
Oh. Well, if you're not going to go in, you might use a recorder
Yeah,
and
I can do
do
that.
an EVP at the same time.
I can do that.
Let's see if you get the same thing in 3 locations.
So now you'll
You know what I mean?
notice
Yeah.
on the video, I just stepped outside the bathroom and the spirit says, no. Didn't want me to leave.
I mean, they were intelligent answers.
Yeah.
And I said to Sean right there, I said, no, it doesn't want me to leave that room.
Turn on.
Okay, so Sean just says, do you want me to come in the room? And the spirit responds back saying, why are you here? This is an intelligent conversation going on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wild. That's why I say if I think that you'll probably be surprised at what you get if you do the EVP recording
Yep.
at different places at the same time. And you'll probably be surprised. I bet some of it is the same.
Probably.
Okay, I'm going to take a picture of this map, and there's a little gray, dropper deal on the map, and then the red one to where that church is at, and I can kind of show you between where the house is and where the church is, the white church on the prairie.
Mhm.
So I think this is the spirit answering Sean. When Sean says, do you want me to come in there? Now the spirit is saying, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Somebody's trying to get their airtime here.
Oh, Guardian?
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What was that? So when I was over to the store in Galesburg, I bought a very large stick of white selenite, and I'm taking it and I start going around the tub.
Is the tub caved in?
Right there. No.
There's
So
just debris in it.
as I'm taking the white selenite in a circle in the inside of the tub, there is a loud bang that I did not hear with my own ears. Like somebody hitting a wall or,
Oh, really?
yeah. So it's at 5 minutes and 47 seconds into this video. That's the time mark. What
still
was
can't hear
that? No, I'm hearing something else now after the bang.
We can't hear the sound on this side, Mark.
I know, but I can't hear it if you're talking. So just give me a sec. I want to see, because I think I hear something speak. Oh my God, there is a female talking. I'm going to have to enhance this, and you can hear it in the background. It's very faint, but you hear a loud thud, and then you hear a female's voice.
Yeah, I remember the thud.
And it goes up to 555. Whoa! Oh my God. So remember, Sean, when I was doing the white selenite and I said you're not allowed to attach it to anybody here. You can either cross over or go into the wilderness.
Right.
That female voice goes, "You're fucking no way."
Huh.
She said what?
Oh my God. She said, "You are fucking no way." That's what it sounds like to me. I'm gonna have to enhance it.
Wow.
Like, basically, she's telling me there ain't no way I'm going out in the wilderness and I'm not leaving here.
Uh-huh.
So I think now what I'm hearing is the voice of Abigail. And then right after that, she's fully grabbing the antenna.
Yeah.
Okay, now I know we've had insects on the video, but I'm going to go back just a minute. Right down here, I want you to pay attention to this area where my mouse is. You're going to see a full orb come right through here and go out the door. After I'm out of the picture. Coming up. Sean just said, "Do you want to cross over?" And here comes the orb. Right there.
Oh, yeah.
That was iridescent. That's not an insect. That's at 6:44. 6:44 timestamp. An orb comes right out of the bathroom and comes right out the door. You can see the bugs up here. They're solid.
Yeah.
That was iridescent. Yeah, that was iridescent.
Is there glass in that window?
No. No,
What's it
there's no glass.
reflecting on?
There's no glass
It's-
anywhere.
It's broke.
It's got wood in it, or
No,
It's just
there's nothing there.
It's just a frame. The glasses broke out of it.
okay.
Then what's it reflecting on? If you look over the top of your back, it looks like red, blue over on the other side. Like, a glass would reflect. Maybe I'm just seeing shit. Who knows?
Well,
It
or
could
maybe
be
we're-
Yeah, but there's no.
See it flashing?
that's probably the camera lens picking
it
up the
might
light
be.
on the
Yeah,
REM
it
pod.
might be. Yeah, it might be the camera lens.
Okay.
I was gonna say that window was totally knocked out.
Right at 6:45 is when that orb comes by. 6:44. Can you hear the video now?
Mm-mm.
A little bit.
Oh yeah, never mind. That wouldn't work.
Or hear something a little bit then.
So, I mean, that was a bug right there. You can clearly see that was a bug with wings. Come right out of here.
Yeah, you see that one.
Yeah, it's a bug, right?
Yep,
Mhm.
it's a moth.
Or was it a fairy? No,
Mhm.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah, you even turned that down to the lowest setting, and it's
All right.
still.
So now
Oh, no.
it lit up the red light and came on and said red.
Shiver.
And then it says shiver. You can see, yeah, so you can see the cat ball is now lit up on the other side of the room. The REM pod's going crazy, and it comes on and says, "I hear you."
Mhm. It seemed to like that REM pod a lot more than that ball, though.
I wonder if some of this sounds like they may be having a conversation amongst themselves.
What's that?
Some of this sounds like they may be having a conversation amongst themselves.
Uh-huh. So Sean just asked it, "I want you to roll that ball off the shelf." The response was immediate. When? And Sean says, "Now."
Yeah, I turned the camera sideways. I didn't realize it didn't turn with it.
Okay, now at this point, the spirit is telling us, don't come in. It doesn't want us in that room.
Yeah, I think
And then
it'd be
it says, yep, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think it'd be a real bad thing if we ever put Sparky in that area.
Oh yeah, you're going to energize something you don't want to energize.
Yeah, most definitely.
I wonder when it asked, "What is she doing here?" If that was when I said, "Hey, Mark, there's something bad on the back side of the house."
Yeah, yeah, there is. I can hear your voice. You go, "Hey, Mark, there's something on the back side of the house." Yeah. Now it lit the ball up on command. We say light that ball up. It lights it up, but what it does not do is the second command, which we asked it to roll it off the shelf, and it would not do that.
Yeah, it
But
just kind of
doesn't
ignored it.
it take a good fair amount of energy to do that?
Oh,
To
yeah.
move?
We've actually had the balls roll off of shelves, chairs, tables. Yeah. The one in Chillicothe at what's her name's house. She
Yeah.
that ball went, I mean, just literally just was like whoop right off the chair, like immediately. It wasn't like a slow roll, it came off of there fast. And of course, at the time, we didn't have any cameras rolling. So.
Yeah, I was standing about 4 foot from that chair there in that area, in that house.
And then one of the things that happened that I found really, really creepy was when Sean and I were standing there, and we are actually standing in the kitchen. I look up and there is a gathering on the ceiling of moths.
Really?
Yeah. And I told Sean, I said, son, this is a sign right here, my friend.
I wonder what would happen out here at this place in the daytime.
Well, that's what I say. I'd like to go out there when the sun's up
Yeah.
and do the EVPs during the daytime and then do them
Yeah.
again in the evening.
Yeah.
Because spirits don't care if it's day or night.
Right.
It's just for aesthetics, I guess you'd call it, or for production purposes. A lot of paranormal teams like to do everything at night.
Mm-hmm.
You know, gives it the darker shadows and stuff. I understand all that. Sean, if you want to talk a little bit, or Lisa, if you want to talk a little bit, I'll be right back.
All right. But yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting when we go back.
Yeah, it is.
I've been there clearly I've been there in the day and the night because I took the picture during the day.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, even though we didn't go there, Old Salem is creepy day or night. I don't care. It's a creepy cemetery, and I'm not scared of cemeteries.
Yeah.
At the cemetery, has there been a mention of a portal there by any chance that you know of?
Not that I know of, but I know there's been a lot of paranormal teams out there, and several of them got spooked and left. So, especially, how I showed you those trees that surrounded it, especially in that area. That's a friend of mine's, his team from Bloomington went out there, and their camera guy got spooked and went and waited in the van, but they were parked next to the old hanging tree, and he wasn't having it. Like, he kept starting the van, driving it around the circle driveway while they were in there trying. They just ended up leaving because, he was so freaked out.
Yeah. One thing I did notice that when we were outside after we got done, me and Mark were done inside, it was so dark that you could barely see in front of yourself, kind of like the cemetery we went to a few weeks back. It was that dark. It was getting to that point. You couldn't see anything.
Inky. Just inky out.
Yeah. It's like, and the most time I've ever seen that happen was, like I said, when me and Mark and Tim went to that cemetery down there. You can't type there, bud. He's trying to get some airtime, I think. He typed out MKI on the computer.
He wants to be the new mascot.
Well, him and Cassie, they've met before so far. They get along all right last time, but first time he was a little scared, but he's starting to get a little bigger now.
Yeah.
So you know how I told you I wasn't supposed to go in the spooky house, and then when I did the last time, it wasn't there the next day.
Right.
So the time before that I went out there was with my ex-husband and a bunch of our friends. I was married at the time. And we had a paranormal team come to our house and investigate it. The one that's not that house isn't there anymore either. But the lady, the people doing it, they kept saying, just go in, Lisa, it'll be fine. There's all of us. So I went in, and I no more than walked in the back porch area, hadn't even made it into the house part yet. And one of the paranormal investigator people fell through the floor and into the basement. And thankfully, it wasn't a big drop. It was like a 6-foot drop, though. Fell right through the floor. So, and I said, nope, I'm done. I'm good.
Yeah.
And that's why I said, they don't want me in here.
It's like I know when me and Alex went up the staircase of the house there, I just creeped up the steps and Alex kept coming behind me. I was like, Alex, I said, I think we're pushing our luck with our weight here. I was like, just kind of chill and walk on the edges, where the joints are actually part of the step. So I said, don't stand in the middle of them. And then we got up where we could get about waist level where we could see in there. And like I said, we stood there for a while and we just kind of heard a whisper coming from the rooms. And it was like really weird. There's only like 3 rooms upstairs.
I've never been in it.
That is
I've never been in that house at all.
It'll be a little different this time. Instead of wearing shorts, I'll wear some pants this time, and I might actually creep up in there somehow.
I'd stay away from the living room floor or ceiling.
Oh yeah, because that's where it was dripping water through the ceiling.
Right.
Yeah, because you'd probably fall through that area. That when you go up the stairs, actually, if you go up the stairs and you turn and look behind you, the door to that room was right behind me. There's a door that was right to my left is the top of the staircase. And then off to the back right of me, there's a door. So you'd have to walk kind of like in an L to get to the other door. But yeah, I might find a way to sneak around up there and see if I can't get up in there.
Or we could have a smaller person go up there for us.
Yeah. Well, I've got a remote control car. If we got a camera, we can mount to it.
Yeah, use a GoPro.
I've got a GoPro. We can do that.
Yeah,
I'll charge the batteries to my RC.
You got something with tracks? You got something with tracks on it to get over the debris and everything?
I've got a mini monster truck.
That might work.
We can run her in there.
Okay. So I'm back.
Hi.
I keep disappearing. Unfortunately, last week I had an upper respiratory infection, and my doctor put me on prednisone, and it dried me out. And I keep just drinking liquids and liquids and liquids.
Yeah.
I'm done taking the prednisone, but the effects are still affecting me. So, all right.
Well, you guys got some good stuff. Got some real good stuff.
And this is where Lisa's. You can't hear her, but she's telling us all about the different houses.
Yeah.
In the barn.
She's talking about like the black church had been on the other side of that tree line that you can barely see. I'm telling you, man, when we were there, this place reminded me of the cemetery we went to. There was so much energy there. It made it so dark you couldn't hardly see like 20 feet in front of you.
Yeah,
That's what Sean said.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Even the storm, when we were looking over the treetop, it had a weird thing kind of forming at the top of the tree, almost maybe possibly where that church is sitting.
Yeah, it looked like there was something forming up in the cloud in the direction of where that church would have been. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this is an amazing place, I mean.
Yeah, I guess. It sounds amazing. I mean, it looks amazing.
I'm wondering, Sean, do you think maybe we should reach out to Parallax and see if they want to join us?
It's funny you said that. I was just about to say that myself. Give some extra feet on the ground.
Well, I'm just thinking we could cover two areas at one time.
If not 3.
Mm-hmm.
If not 3, yeah.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking that myself.
I mean, because there's that many. I mean, if the land is that big and there's that many houses on it, I mean, you guys could be there for a darn week before you actually got, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it might be a good idea to have some extra feet and hands and equipment.
Well, if it's one thing Parallax has, is a ton of equipment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was just kind of wondering that myself to get some, like I said, extra hands.
Yeah. That would probably be really really good
But
idea.
This weekend is going to be, as Sean would say, interesting.
Yeah.
That's Sean's favorite word. That's interesting.
Yes.
And then it does
It
get
is his
intense or
favorite.
interesting. Then it
Yeah.
normally does get intense. I'm always curious on how things are. So I don't get ran off I don't get ran off easy.
Mm-mm.
So another thing that really freaked me out, and I didn't show it, but it kind of freaked me out. So after we're done at this house, we go to this bar. And we're eating pizza. We're all eating pizza, kind of debriefing a little bit, eating some pizza and some drinks. And Lisa there, she buys the whole group a shot. I don't know what the hell that thing was.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh, it was good. It was good. But this lady walks in. And she's a full-blown meaty. I mean, she's skinny as shit, real small, And she starts telling us things that happened at the house.
What?
And I was blown away. I'm like, damn, you're good. You weren't even there, and you're sitting here telling us things that we experienced at this house.
Wow.
She even said, I see a barn. And she shows in the barn, I see someone's hanging a horse by its head.
That was creepy.
And Sean's like, that's when Sean says, back in the old days, they used to cut horses' heads off as a sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you hear him say that. And she, oh my God, she was so good. And I've sent her like 5 or 6 messages, and she has not responded back at all. So I don't know.
Are you sure she was real?
Yeah, her name was Victoria.
Yeah, her name's Victoria, and she said she loves my voice. She loves my band.
Yeah.
So
she actually brought up a few things that the shaman has told me. So it's kind of interesting, but it would take some more looking into.
Yep. The one thing she pointed at Sean, she points at Sean, she goes, I want to be on your team. And I looked at her, I said, well, you're going to have to do an interview with Sean for that to happen.
And she said, hell yeah.
Well, no, she's vanished.
I'm just joking.
I know.
Well,
Actually, I kind of freaked her out a little bit when I did that interview with her.
Oh yeah, that hand thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But on a good note, Pam's card reading sessions are getting better and better and better and better. She's getting more followers.
I got 4 regulars now.
4 regulars, yeah.
Yeah.
You're
5
really accurate.
6 after you 2.
But
that one night I brought on about 5 or 6 people there.
That was so cool. I mean, that was so cool. You need to do that every time. Them people were awesome because I like it when somebody tells me no.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So if that's not so, I like it. That was very challenging. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
So I'm thinking about maybe bringing Lisa on the team as a official team guide.
Uh-huh.
Maybe you could do some research on places for us too.
Oh, absolutely.
See, look.
I like doing that. That's up my alley, and I can find you places.
Yeah.
No, that's what we really need is, you know what, I'm really tired of all these popular places that are out there. They want $300, $400, $500, $600 a night. Some of them are thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. And that's why some people aren't going anymore to those places. People that are going are the newer people. You know what I mean?
I definitely got to say one thing, with me, Mark, and Lisa, and even Sherry and Alex was there. The chemistry with all of us on how we functioned together was very well. So
Well,
I mean,
hey,
and
I mean,
it's-
only you guys know what that was like. So I'm not doubting that one bit.
so
I will
mean,
say that I have no problem taking y'all back, and there are many that I won't take back there. Either that the energy there was just too chaotic and those people weren't reacting well with it,
mhm.
or they were not respectful, and I won't
Yeah.
take them type of people back either.
Yeah. You
Because
got to
those
be
spirits are already in
respectful.
enough turmoil. They don't need to be
Yeah.
adding chaos and and hatefulness back to it.
Right. I
You
mean,
don't
no
need to be
matter what
feeding
the
it.
place is, you have to show respect.
Absolutely.
No matter who's there, who isn't there, whatever, it has to
Absolutely.
be respected. Yeah.
And you know, at some time, Moose just kind of made a joke. He says, "I didn't charge you anything." Um, actually, you didn't charge us anything, and you fed us. You made a really nice, you made a really nice pot roast and fixins, and we had
Yeah.
a barbecue too. Remember the barbecue? Oh, that was
Mhm.
good. My God.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometime Moose, we'll come back out and do another episode at your place sometime. Uh,
Sorry, I'm tired. I got 5:30 comes early.
Yeah.
but you gotta get, yeah, I gotta get up at 4.
Ugh.
So Lori had to get off. She said her phone is overheating for some reason.
Oh.
Moose said, "Yeah, you guys need to come." Moose says you need to come back on my birthday.
Uh,
I think y'all are playing on my birthday.
I
You
think
do
Moose
what?
is. I think Moose
I
is
think-
a Taurus.
I think Mark's band's playing on my birthday,
What
When's
date's
your
that?
birthday?
the 29th.
So, 29th of July.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep, I believe we are.
Very popular day.
I know we're doing a concert on my birthday. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Yep.
so Lisa, are you? Do you read cards or anything?
I don't. I've never even tried. Don't know anything about it. I grew up. My daddy's a Southern Baptist minister, so that wasn't something that would have been remotely acceptable.
Oh,
Right.
trust me, not for me either.
But my
Not for me
my
either.
daughters, two of my 3 daughters, probably all 3 of them, but the third one won't admit it, are sensitive and are empaths.
Yeah.
So, and that's what they think that I am, because I can't sense goodness, but I can tell you when there's something not cool, not good.
Right.
Anyplace where it doesn't matter whether it's a spooky house or, the mall, I'll tell you that
Yeah.
that's not somewhere I want to be.
Well, I can tell you, Lisa, that on your birthday, we are playing one of the biggest shows of the year at the Mackinac Winery.
Oh, cool.
Where are you playing at?
Mackinac Winery.
Oh, that's the one you go to.
That's
Is
the
that
big
is that
show.
that Mackinac Island?
No,
No,
No. Okay.
that's in
It's a
Michigan, I
winery.
think.
Okay.
it's at the winery. That place is packed.
Yeah, we're actually, I mean, we're expecting in excess of 3,000 people.
Dang.
And
Oh,
that's
there was
when-
every bit of 2,000 there last time.
yeah, and that's not even counting all their kids. So this is where families come out, they bring their kids, we get all the kids up on stage with us for a song. It's really fun.
Yeah, that's our daughter's birthday.
Yep,
My birthday.
there you go.
Our
Well,
anniversary is the 30th.
We'll definitely be singing happy birthday to Lisa that night.
Ah,
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah, you will.
So
So
another.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Oh, I was just saying another really cool place, and I told Sean about this. Is we took my grandson when he was about 2.5 or 3, and it was an old cemetery. It was on a gravel road. It was like a family plot. It wasn't like a legit one. I didn't even know it was there. Nobody else in the car knew it. And all of a sudden, my grandson, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, he pops up and he's like, "Whoa, look at that!" And we're like, "What a," because we're at a stop sign. It's a 4-way stop in the middle of nowhere over by Gulfport. And he's like, "Wow, you see all those, There's tons of them. And I said, see all of what? And he's like, I think they're angels and they're everywhere. And the fella that was with us that was driving flipped on the brights and there was a cemetery there. We
Wow.
didn't see it, but it was the craziest thing. I took him back to it last year. Now he's 13 at the time, then 10 years later. I said, you
Right.
see anything when you look at that? And he's like, no, but I do not have a good feeling about whatever it is I'm looking at either.
Mhm.
So,
Wow.
just saying, I think it runs somewhat in the family.
Yeah, I was going to say they probably get it from you, and I'm sure you probably get it from your grandmother or somebody that your family
my
never talked about.
Oh, sure. One of my grandmothers is from Ireland. The other one's from, she's a Lakota Sioux. She grew up on the Devil's Lake, North Dakota reservation.
Hey,
Oh,
Mark,
wow.
I got something that's going to interest you.
Okay.
This fall, after the field's been picked, we
Yeah.
may get access to a place that had a Civil War battle on it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That will interest me.
And also they found artifacts on it.
Nice.
Wow.
So we've got to wait till fall.
Yep.
Wow.
Anything Civil War perks my ears up.
Well, and I showed you that picture the other night with that petrified tree that was a Civil
Yeah.
War grave. And that's in
Yeah.
Olena down by Gulfport.
Yep.
Hmm.
Well, I don't think my grandpa made it to Illinois, but great grandpa Robert E. Lee.
Right on.
Well,
But
it'll be interesting.
But I definitely want to go out to Gettysburg sometime.
Yep. I've been there.
Moose is out in South Dakota.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, there's a big Sioux Nation there.
Yeah. Moose
Oklahoma.
runs a pilot car business. So he pilots all the big loads,
Right.
So he's out there right now.
I think the Ogallala Sioux are in South Dakota.
So we'll talk to you, Lisa.
Yep.
Shane, I'll talk to you. We have a thing going on every weekend in October. And we're going to need a little bit of help. Oh, I know he's in Lexington, brother. Trust me.
Mhm.
I know where Grandpa's at. Moose says he's in Sioux Falls.
Yep. Know where that is.
But we're going to be doing some tours, if you will, of a house. We call it the 1918 house. And there is a family of spirits residing in that house. And they are going to be giving tours every Friday and Saturday night. So next time we have a meeting with the management there, I'm going to definitely include you to come.
Okay.
If you
Is that
can
out
think-
here?
Yeah.
It's right, Three Sisters Park.
Yep. Okay.
So if you can think of anybody else that might be a good tour guide and is not afraid of paranormal,
Right.
mention them. Make a list for us, and we'll call and ask to see if they want to join for that time, because we need some tour guides.
Okay.
Because unfortunately, on 2 of the weekends, I'm playing. But
Right.
only on Saturday night. I'll still be able to do the Friday nights, but
I'll be there both nights, all weekends.
yeah.
I can help with that. That's not a problem.
So we need at least 2 to 3 people. They're going to run. What do they say? Every half hour, every 45 minutes.
They want at least 5 or 6 a night.
Yeah, they want 5 or 6 tours a night. So they're going to be rotating through.
Okay.
And there's nothing. I'm dead serious on. There's nothing of ill intent in that house. There's no demons. There's no bad spirits. It's a family.
Yeah.
And literally on the second floor, there's a bedroom that has a bed, a baby bassinet type thing, and a rocking chair. And sometimes at night with your own ears, you can hear the mother singing a lullaby to one of her babies.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
That's cool.
Yep. They won't let us go to the basement. The tour will not go to the basement. However, Grandpa is in the basement saluting, constantly saluting you.
Yeah.
This is what the SLS does.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yep.
he's saluting. I've got the SLS. He's really cool.
That's
That's
probably
awesome.
one of my favorite pieces of equipment. It's not
That's
most
all-
people's, but it is mine.
Well, I'm looking to buy a full XLS camera.
That's what I would love to use.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
right now, I'm focused on the 10 camera security
Yeah.
system, hardwired.
Yeah.
And then we'll need someone, maybe like Lisa, to be our nerve center person to watch all the pictures and let us know when they see a balloon roll or something
Right.
moving. Yep.
Yeah, that would be
Yep.
cool.
Yeah.
Yep. That would work.
I mean, even when you started singing hymnals in that house, the REM pods started.
Oh
lighting
yeah.
up.
Oh yeah. In that house, if you start singing like "Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound," the shit just starts going nuts. So
I wonder what would.
this family is really religious.
Yeah. Hey, that night the very first night I ever went there and I sat in that chair, they told me to get out of the chair.
Yeah, he sat in one of their chairs and like, get out.
Huh.
Yeah.
I wonder what would happen if I sang a lullaby real quiet, like.
Yeah.
No, let's try it.
Yeah.
We have access to that house till the time of the tours.
Yeah, so if you want to go there with us sometime, I can just call them and let them know, hey, we're going to come up. Maybe Friday we can meet you out there before we go out to the
Yeah, that's fine.
Axe House. We'll just go out there and do a little walk around. You get the feel for the place.
Okay.
It's really nice.
We might as well plan for dinner somewhere because we're gonna have to eat somewhere before all this takes place.
Well, I mean, we can eat on the deck,
On the deck.
on my deck.
Oh, on your deck.
Like I can throw some pork chops or something on the grill and have some corn on the cob.
Damn, now she's feeding us.
Actually, I like
Yeah.
hot dogs. I like hot dogs and hamburgers.
I can do that too. I don't know. I don't eat hot dogs, but I can.
I mean, hell,
buy
you
some.
got a new member trying to feed you and shit. You better behave, you guys.
I
on the
don't,
deck.
sorry, but I don't eat that much pork.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I don't eat some of it. Pork chops I'll do. I don't do ham.
Yeah. Yep. So just letting you know that it is a natural phenomena that after every investigation, we normally go to Denny's in East or North Pekin. And that's where we do our little breakfast briefing and debriefing, and we have some fun. But
Gotcha.
that's a long ways from your house. That's a
Yeah,
long
it
way
is.
from my house too. So
Hey, it's farther for me, and I'm there.
yeah, you're there. He drives to Galesburg, so I'm shocked. I'm really shocked that Guardian hasn't made an appearance tonight.
Yeah,
Well, he
several
did when you
times.
were gone. Yeah.
He did.
Oh, it's when I was gone.
Hold on one second. I'll be right back.
All right, girl.
Up. 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 There he is.
I don't see it. There, well, a little bit. There's Guardian. There's my buddy.
Kind of faded in the background on this.
Yeah, I know. He's fading into the wolves. Hey, Guardian, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, he's got up a few times and tried to type once.
Yeah, Cassie's upstairs. It's past his bedtime. He's sleeping.
He's actually been behaving pretty good.
He's a good dog, man.
He had an incident this morning and we had a little talk.
Yeah.
Then he got a bath today, so
That's why he's so fluffy. He
yeah,
got a bath.
he's a big old fur ball.
Moose goes pack animal. Wow. Blending
Yeah,
in.
soon we'll be pulling up with 2 huge dogs getting out of our vehicles, and everybody's gonna like, what the hell?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, actually,
Well, hey.
there was one place out at the. I took Cassie.
Y'all
Um,
ever?
I took my German Shepherd Castiel. I took him out to Springdale,
Come
and
here.
we walked way past the bottoms, you know, where Noah talks to me, and we walked past the mausoleum, and there's Route 150 right there, and there's a tunnel that goes under 150. My dog would not go into that tunnel. His bristles came up. He started showing his teeth and growling. And I'm shining my light in there, and I don't see nothing. But there was something in there he did not like. So I just said, okay, let's go backwards. Let's go back.
Well, you took him with us the night you and Tim went to that cemetery too.
Yeah.
Dude, you smell bad.
And Tim ran out of Tim ran out of the timber like a.
Oh my God! When that thing growled at Tim,
Oh my God! I've never seen anybody run so fast.
He shot out of there like a bullet out of a cannon, man. What would he do if he actually saw a Bigfoot?
It ain't gonna be no use to run because he's gonna get your ass.
Yeah, Bigfoot gonna get you.
I don't know if y'all have ever heard of the horse whisperer, the guy that writes books about whispering to horses.
Yeah, I have heard of that.
His name's Alan Pogue. He's in my
Okay.
living room right now.
Really?
Yeah, I just walked out to get the dog and met Alan Pogue.
That's cool.
Talking to my roommate.
All right.
They went to high school together.
That's
Wow.
awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just thought that was interesting. That was what happened in my little bit I was gone.
This is what Moose says. This is what Moose says Tim will do if he sees Bigfoot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tim needs to bring an extra set of drawers with him every time he goes on an investigation with us. I mean, he freaks out about every little thing.
Alex
He's a
was,
go-getter, though. I mean, he'll go after it.
Alex normally isn't that way. Normally, Alex kind of hangs in there with us, but
yeah, not the other night.
yeah,
Yeah.
Came out to check on us.
You know, Alex.
Really?
Alex actually got a little lucky that night at the bar. The bartender liked him and gave him her phone number.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, she gave Alex her phone number. She says, call me. She took a liking to Alex. Not Victoria. Well, Victoria kind of took a liking to him too, but he liked the bartender better.
Yeah, bartender's more his age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys.
Well, I tell you
I was
what,
gonna say bye.
It's been 2 hours and 20 minutes, y'all. So it's been a good podcast. We went over some of the evidence that we had, and a lot of it makes sense. I mean, it really does. It's
Oh no.
Oh boy.
That was when
They might have to save that one, Moose.
Yeah. We were in the basement at Moose's house. Moose has a mansion, by the way, and it's being he's fixing it up little by little here and there. But we were in the basement, and he's got this freaking rubber chicken, and he deflated it all the way and threw it down the stairs. We were down there, and this thing was rah! I'm like, what the hell is that?
That's like
And then we see the rubber chicken on the floor. Oh, okay.
Well, that's when it freaked out Robert.
Well, we had Robert Rankin with us. He's the guy that sets up our stage for Decade of Decadence. He sets up the drums. I mean, he pretty much sets and tears down everything. This Moose's dog is a little dog. It's a little like Chihuahua type dog, right? And we're down in the basement. It's fairly dark, and I'm getting a reading on my K2 meter, you know, it's starting to pop up. Yeah, I agree, man. And this dog rubs up against Robert's leg, and Robert about come out of his skin, dude. He's like, oh,
Didn't even realize it was there. Scared the hell out of him.
Thanks, Eric.
Did you ever look to see if you had a scratch on your stomach?
I did.
You did. I know
Yeah.
you said it felt like something scratched you, or the thing
Yeah.
said scratch you, or I don't remember how that went.
Well, I still have one on my arm right here that's kind of healing up too.
That's crazy.
I got scratched a couple of times there. This arm's okay.
But that was outside, right?
Yeah,
That's what I thought. I thought you were standing next to me when that happened.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yep, didn't scratch me inside. Scratched me when I was on the outside of the house.
Right.
That's something else, Mark, that I thought about too.
What's that?
Maybe we should talk to Robert. Maybe see about him coming cameraman.
This weekend?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he'll come. If his truck's okay. He's having some truck.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. He's got an oil pump issue.
Yeah. So, everybody, where's that fucking goat? So anyway, everybody, thanks for watching tonight, man. We love everybody. You guys are great out there, man. So stay tuned this weekend. We're going to try to do a live from several different places. I'd like to go to the cemetery. I'd like to go to that location. And then we'd like to go back to the Axe House for sure. Those two places for sure. So everybody, man, even though times are kind of tough for everybody right now, just be nice to everybody out there, right? Give them a smile. Could change their whole day, right? So just be nice to everybody. And from Enlightened Souls Paranormal, this is Mark.
And Sean.
And Pam.
And Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
Have a blessed night. Have a blessed week. God bless everybody. Good night from the Enlightened Souls Paranormal team.